What's up, everybody? It's Drew here with another Challenge Your Boy update. If you haven't listened to episode 14 of the podcast yet, Mindset to Mike, Jimmy and I are implementing a Challenge Your Boy series, and Jimmy has challenged me to dunk a basketball in 30 days. So if you haven't listened to or saw the first two videos I put out, it was me basically gathering a baseline of where I'm at today and then where I need to be in order to make this happen. So since I've put together this program design that I'm calling the Road to the Rim, so you can see here I have a target of 126 inches where I need to be able to dunk. That is the 10-foot rim plus 6 inches to allow my hand to go above the rim to be able to throw that bad boy down. And in video one, we found out my reach is about 90.5 inches. So knowing these two numbers, the 126 target minus my actual reach from the ground standing gives me a target vertical of 35.5 inches. So day one, we also found out that my vertical is a whopping 18 inches. A little disappointing, but if you don't jump, you don't jump, So if you don't do it, you can't improve it. So that leaves me with a deficit of 17.5 inches in order to get my target of 35. So basically, I have to double my vertical in 30 days, which seems like a pretty tall order. I don't know if it's possible or if it's ever been done before, that big of a gap, but we're certainly going to find out. So when I set goals, I like to get as specific as possible. So you can see here I have a goal of, I break it down, this deficit down to a week, and that's a little over 4 inches per week I have to improve. And going a little bit deeper, that leaves me with a little over a half an inch per day. So I like going very specific because seeing this number makes it a little better for me for motivation and makes it seem way more achievable when you're down to, the specific details and smaller increments, smaller bites at a time. So knowing that I only need to improve a little more than half an inch per day makes it seem like not that big of a deal, even though it's going to be a tough task. But the motivation factor of seeing this number, I think, is going to help me out quite a bit. So I have it laid out here. I'm going to record on a weekly basis my improvements, what my vertical will be, and then my deficit after my improvements. And I'm also going to record my weight. So the lighter that I am, obviously the easier it is for me to transfer that weight upward. So here I have 5 components. Given all my research, I broke it down into 5 different components that I'm going to focus on. At the same time, all these factors will be implemented, every day at some point for the next 30 days, or I guess 27 days is what I have left now. So the first component is getting stronger. And doing the research in order to improve muscle growth, well, your muscles have 2 different types of fibers. So there's slow twitch and there's fast twitch muscle fibers. The slow twitch is going to be stimulated by heavy weights, low reps. These are kind of the big muscle groups. So I'm going to target those with some squats, deadlifts, and lunges, high weight, lower reps. And then for the fast twitch muscle fiber side, I'm going to get into some polymetric training, which is going to be very explosive, a little more high reps. And here's a breakdown of the workouts that I plan on implementing. These will be like weighted, very targeted, explosive movements, 1 rep at a time, everything I got, and doing sets of that. And then another component would be to get lean. This is something that I feel pretty confident in. I've implemented kind of this plan a few months back, and I've seen a lot of great progress and success with it. So I'm going to maintain that. Intermittent fasting, fasted cardio every morning, and then I'm going to stick to the slow carb and keto diet, which helps me shed the weight but still maintain muscle mass, which I'm trying to shift my body composition I don't really want to lose weight, but I want to gain muscle. But I think for this challenge, if I were to drop, I don't know, 4 pounds or so, I think would be ideal in order for me to be lighter to lift my body quicker and easier. And then we're going to do some improvement of the technique of actual jumping. So that's going to be a lot of alignment and posture improvement. And then focusing on the approach, eliminating the stutter step, too much forward lean. You want to keep your head and chest up. The more you can direct your body upward at launch to focus that energy, the better off you're going to be, the more efficient you're going to be. And then dorsiflexion, which is basically flexing your toes towards your shin to utilize the ball of your feet for less resistance and more efficiency with that energy. And staying accelerated through takeoff and utilizing that speed and transferring that energy upward. Then the takeoff itself, staying tall and maintaining that posture. Don't want to decelerate. And those last two steps being very fast and explosive. And then the launch part, like keeping your foot underneath your body, not too far out in front. The way you can house that energy and explode from the most optimal point in order to go upward instead of, if your foot's too far out in front, then you're going to transfer a lot. You're going to lose a lot of energy transfer. That momentum is going to go forward. You're going to kind of have some resistance there in order to go up. So knowing all this and knowing the extensive training that I'm going to have to put my body through, recovery is going to be a huge factor as well. In order for me to recover quickly, to be able to jump back in and do these exercises so I can grow. So I'm going to implement some hot and cold therapy, some ice baths, some sauna stuff, and then stretching, amino acids, which helps distribute proteins for recovery, and then fasting, which helps reduce inflammation throughout the whole body, which is critical to recovery. And then sleep, probably one of the biggest factors, is letting my body actually rest and let it do its thing to recover. So there you have it. There's my program design, the road to the rim. This is where I'm at right now. I haven't started any training yet. So starting tomorrow's Monday, I'm going to jump right into the heavy stuff and then implement some plyometrics. I'm going to try and do plyometric stuff every day, and then every other day doing some kind of heavy weight training. Maybe dial it back on the plyometric training when I do the heavy days. But still want to stimulate that fast twitch muscle. That's going to be the critical muscle fibers that give you the ability for speed and explosiveness for jumping. So here's what I got with my research. If you haven't listened to or seen any of the videos yet, go check them out. We did launch a YouTube channel that we're going to house this Challenge Your Boy series. So you'll see that on YouTube. We're utilizing the IGTV as well. And then the Facebook will have all the links to everything and updates. You'll see videos there too. And any tips you guys have for me, feel free to reach out. We appreciate the love and support. At the end of the day, this is about growth. That's all Jimmy and I care about, is growing and learning and being, giving positive vibes and inspiration to all of our listeners and people that we associate with. So that's what this is all about. We're super pumped to share this with you guys in hopes that, our success will inspire you to do something. So challenge someone yourself, challenge your boy, challenge your girl, challenge whoever. It's a lot of fun, and you hold each other accountable. So I think it's a pretty cool concept, and we're really excited about it. So again, we appreciate the love and support, and stay tuned. We'll keep you updated. Until then, stay productive and get shit done.